大家好 is it Cantonese, right? I can speak Cantonese. Yeah. We are the GBCCA Chinese Music Ensemble. We are based in West Newton, and this is our honor to perform for you guys tonight. Yes, I would like to do some instrument introduction so that you can some of you may have seen that many Chinese instruments before. So why don't I start from the back, okay, so that they can see you. The first one I'm going to get is called a Di. So it's a Chinese bamboo flute that made out of bamboo, of course, which is sometimes called a Chinese bamboo flute. It has been a popular instrument in Chinese music. There are many suggestions for the source of the Diji, while legend suggests it was invention of the Yellow Emperor, or others suggest that the Diji was imported into China during the Han Dynasty, which is approximately like 200 BC to 220 AD. They were quite long ago. A major difference between the Chinese and the Western flute is the use of the membrane. When it is played, the vibration of the membrane helps produce the unique sound of the instrument. Maybe we can just hear a little bit so that you get an idea what sounds like the DJ. Yes, that's good. By the way, the DJ in Cantonese is Dagji. Oh, Cantonese, right? So next, okay. We have a big instrument here. Let's try this. You can hold it up and, oops, okay. This is called a guzheng, or guzheng. Okay. All right, so this is a Chinese plucked string instrument with more than 2,500 years of history. A standard modern guzheng has 21 strings like this one, and tuned in pentatonic scales. It has a large resonant sound box. Player of the instrument often wear a fingernail, or they call it artificial fingernail, like this. And they also made of a material like plastic or resin or turtle shell. It is believed that the guzheng is the ancestor of the Japanese koto or the Korean gayagam. The instrument is invented in China by Han people, the original Chinese people. So can I just hear a little bit of you play? Sounds good. By the way, the player is our director of the ensemble, Patron Pence. He's from Concord. And this is Florian May from Melbourne. And let's keep going. We have here the fun. Move that away so that you can do that. So, not the guy, but the instrument. Yeah, this is what we call the yangqin, or yangtam. The yangqin is a Chinese hammer dulcimer, derived from Persia. The instrument may have been introduced by land through the Silk Road or by sea through the port of Guangdong to China. The original Chinese character used for the instrument means foreign instrument. The yang, we refer to foreigners. But now the character has been replaced by a different character, but with the same pronunciation. A modern yangqin usually have 144 strings with bridges. The hammer are made of flexible bamboo. Can you show it? Hold it up. Yeah. And made of bamboo. That one end is half covered by the rubber. And the player can play with the rubber side for softer sound. Can you show them some? Well, you can do it all night long. Huh? And And also they can do it on the other side with get a brighter side. So if you flip over, that side has no rubber. Can you do something else? Isn't that great? So, yeah, player can also use the end of the hammer to pluck the string. Now they will just hammer, right? So you can use the other end to just pluck the string. Yeah, thank you. Sounds good. Yeah, the yangqin is a very important instrument in the Chinese music, especially for the music of the Jiangnan Sizhu or the Cantonese music. Okay, next we move on to here. You see some nice instrument here. This is pipa. Oh, by the way, this is Jason. Jason. Oh, Boston. Okay, Jason from Boston. Okay, we have pipa here. This is what we call the pipa or peipa. Sometimes they call it Chinese lute. The pipa is a 4-string Chinese cut-string instrument. Yeah, right. So the earliest mention of pipa in Chinese texts appears late in the Han Dynasty, which is approximately like 200 BC to 220 AD. It may have been originally from the Wu people, which is not the Han Chinese people. But it has become very popular in China during the Tang Dynasty. The Tang Dynasty roughly from the 5th to the 8th century. So you want to show us some sound? Sounds good. And you see that they play like this, like doing just like the people they do with the guitar, but they doing the yeah. So that's why they call sometimes they call tan tiao, is to describe the motion of the how they play. And they also wear the artificial fingernails like this to play that. Okay, so move on over here. We get another plucked instrument. Can you raise it up? Yeah. It's like a wood kick. Yeah. Another plucked string like instrument, but with a circular body and flattened neck. It has 4 strings that were used to be made of silk, but now changed to steel. Right? And the run comes in the family of different sizes. They have a soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and contrabass. I believe this is a tenor. Yeah. Even though I say anything. It is an important instrument in Chinese opera and a Chinese orchestra. It is plucked with a pick. They have something like a, just like a guitar pick, they have that too. And it has over 2,000 years of history. And the earliest form may be they call it qi pipa. And legend has said that the run was invented by Yuet, who's dated back to the 3rd century. Can I hear a little bit sound of the Yuet? Sounds good. Right? I forgot it again. There was E. Chen from Cambridge, and there was Yan Nu or Winchester. We from all over the place. Okay, we have over here. Oh, before we go on, we also it's a Chinese music ensemble, but we do need some bass for the support. So we have a cello here. Yeah, there was David from Wayland, and his dad is here over watching. Yeah, make sure he's behaved. And now move over here, we get the. I think you all know that, right? Can you guys tell me what that is? Oh, yeah. How about Cantonese? Yi-wu. Say it together. Yi-wu. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Also, this is the erhu is a two-string bowstring instrument, and it's a member of the Wuqing family. It is also called the southern freedom or Nanhu, Lahu. The Chinese character Wu here refer to barbarian. Therefore, Wuqing is the barbarian instrument. It can be traced back to the Tang Dynasty. In the Chinese orchestra, the role is just like the violin in the Western orchestra. Besides the erhu, the Wuqing family also has a gaohu, which is a higher pitch instrument, or the zhonghu, a lower pitch instrument, and also the gehu, it's just more like a Chinese version of the cello, and many more. Can I hear a little bit of the erhu? This is, I heard that. Yeah, this is called the Saiman, Choiman, horse racing, and it's a very challenging piece. And, yeah, so this is basically the setup of the Chinese music ensemble. Back then, we have a Chinese percussion too. We can show you a little bit. We have a lot, but we only bring a few to you guys. Here we have. We have the Muyu, okay? And they call it the wood block. And we also have a xiaotang over there. It's a Chinese drum. They don't bother to show it to you. They don't want to. And also we have the xiaojia cymbal. Why don't you play just with them? Okay, so basically the Chinese music ensemble divided into 4 sections, just like the orchestra, but slightly different. We have the string here, so we have the string section, and then we also have the percussion section back there, and we also have the wind section, and we have the wind section back there, but we don't have low wind or brass, we just call it wind. And also, the only make a difference is the plug string over there. The plug string people are here. And finally, we almost forgot the one instrument here. It's the sun. Ta-da! They call it mouse organ, and it's a reed instrument. They call it free-reed instrument. The reason why they call it free-reed instrument is because unlike the harmonica, some certain notes you have to play it inhale, certain notes you have to play it exhale. But for that instrument, each of the notes you can play it inhale or exhale. You want to show them the sound of it?
Yeah, sure. So
this is not the sound.
But my voice sounds so much better. Just kidding. So I'm going to show just a single sound from each reed first, and then another special thing about this instrument is it's called organ, so you can actually play chords with it, so you can play more than one tone or more than one reed. So, but I'll do that later. I'll just show some single tone first. So that was the single tone, and then I'm trying to make some chords.
That's great. This is Liu Jian from Wayland, father of David. So yeah, the sung is a very unique instrument. Actually, I've heard that one time that in England they have a very early, like a blueprint of the sun. That's the curator of this Museum of Fine Arts once told me that that was how the residents, how they helped them to develop their harmonica. Because when they saw the first time saw the sun, it was so fascinating. And they just don't have that kind of instrument back then. So it's a very unique instrument. Now we move on. We're going to play you the last piece. Was that? It's the 凤阳花鼓, 凤阳花鼓. I hope you enjoyed it. So again, pluck section, string section, percussion section, wind section. This is how the Chinese music ensemble. I hope you enjoyed it. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, it's working.
It's working.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, my name. Give a hand, a special, very special hand for the GBCCA. They were amazing. So we have to introduce ourselves. So I'm Annie.
I'm Isabel. And I'm Audrey.
And welcome to C2B's third annual culture show, Yangcha Chengzao Suyu.
Yes. So if you've noticed, Club Canto rebranded this year. Our show is called Yangcha. So just like Seek has Ayala, Sasa has Mela, Club Canto now has Yangcha 2019. And so we want to explain what Yangcha means. In Cantonese, Yangcha literally means to drink tea. And so, while you might be thinking, oh, drink tea, what's so exciting about that? It actually means a lot to Cantonese culture. So when I was thinking about how to say this, I texted my mom and I was like, Mom, what does Yangcha mean to you? And she didn't really say much, but then an hour later she sent me a long text about what it meant. And I'm not going to tell you everything she said, but a few important things that I thought I could share with you guys was that Yangcha can represent filial piety. So when a child gets their first job, they get their first paycheck, they would take their parents out to Yangcha to treat them, to thank them for bringing them up. Or another example could be, you'll see all these Cantonese elders that go Yangcha every morning, 5 a.m. on time, and they'll look to the next table and they'll see their friend that has been sitting there Yangcha for like 20 years, same table every morning. It's like a habit. And also a very important message that we want to share to you guys. In this climate of like a lot of separation and conflict in this world, Yangcha really means like to come together in a circle, to face everyone. You'll see everyone around the circle, and it's like a message of unity. So we want to share that to the Brandeis community. Audrey is going to talk about the theme for this year's show.
So the theme for this year's show is, I hope I don't butcher this, Chengzao Suyu. And Chengzao means to look for, Sui means age or time, and Yu pertains to Cantonese language, Canton province, or Cantonese culture. So literally, the title of our show is going to be looking for Cantonese culture through time. And there's a wordplay here that the Suyu, if you change the character of the Yu to Yuet, which is the moon, it actually means time or age as well. So Chengzao Suyu is looking through time, looking through Cantonese culture through time. So with this show, we hope to show you all of the traditions, all of Cantonese culture from way back, a couple thousand years ago to modern day.
And please enjoy. The fire exits are both in the back. If you ever feel the need, maybe leave. And then we are gonna, please don't leave. I really want you here. Oh, sorry. And then we're gonna show our e-board video. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, good morning everyone. What am I doing here? Why am I here? They don't even listen to me. Oh yeah.
Literally outside of the classroom,
So, we're doing presentations today. So, let's see. Who's gonna go first? Let's go with Yolanda, Ian, and Steven. Are you guys just not gonna come up?
So for our group, we chose the scene Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and it featured one of the most famous Cantonese actor of all time, Zhao Yunfat. The plot, the cinematography, and the martial arts are really mind-blowing, so take a look for yourself.
Wait, Audrey, what are you doing here? Where's Yolanda and Steven?
They couldn't come to class, and because I helped out with the props and also I'm here for moral support, so I think I should get extra credit.
No.
又来个教训人，看见。
把剑拿来。拿去。
就是。
又来个教训人，看见。
Oh, it was so beautiful. I strive to be in nature.
That was so abstract and artistic. Okay, let's see who's going next. Let's see. You two, wake up! Annie!
So, we did a film, a Hong Kong film, one of the most famous ones by the king of comedy, Stephen Chow.
It was touching. Ate great food. The cooking. Spectacular.
And the kung fu. Okay, let's look at it now.
望來，只有自由之地。白晒嘅動作出嘅動作真係有計㗎！倚天柱，龍斬。
Wow, that banana made me hungry. Do I get a share?
Watching after the show. No. Mom, are you coming to the culture show?
I see all of you messing around. Come up here.
We also chose Stefan Chow, but I want to do a dance video instead. This movie was one of the top Cantonese movies in history.
It's about an underdog soccer team who works really hard and they end up winning a lot.
Yeah, and you will see us flying and kung fuing. And I edited the video.
You better get an A, because I sprained my ankle for this.
I'm shook at how good you guys are at soccer. Okay, who's next?
Hey.
Okay, you guys are last. Come on up.
Hello, all. We are the last group and the best group.
Thank you so much. This year we have a classic Canton film featuring two very famous Hong Kong movie stars, Andy Lau and Tony Leung. The story covers two men, one the undercover cop in triad and the other undercover triad member in the police force.
Sounds spicy, doesn't it? Take a look at this final thrilling scene.
我都有講下。啊！你啲臥底真係得意，簡直都係天才。我唔似得你，我見得過。我要嘅嘢，我要嘅嘢你未必帶嚟啦。幾熟手，我都有講下。啊！你啲臥底真係得意，簡直都係天才。我唔似得你，我見得過。我要嘅嘢，你都未必帶嚟啦。
Wow, class, I am very impressed with all of your videos. The quality was very good. I am so touched right now that everyone's gonna get an A, except Steven, because he came in late. And now the TAs will talk to you about the final exam.
Leslie Chung was a Cantonese pop legend, so famous he was called one of the founding fathers of the genre.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, I used to wake up every morning and kiss his poster. Every night too.
Anyway, your assignment is to recreate one of his music videos from 1984 called Monica.
This will be the hardest assignment yet, so good luck, guys.
Or something.
Well, maybe.
What do you think it's here for? Oh no, I broke it!
What did you do? What are we gonna do?
Everything's fine. Nobody saw, right? Let's just go. Hey!
Who are you?
I'm the guardian of this play. You just shattered this symbol of Cantonese culture into pieces. It represents the past, present, and future. Now you have to pay with your life.
Seriously? It's just an old plate. I feel like I could find that at my grandma's house.
你有冇搞錯啊? Are you kidding me? Well, I think it's time for me to teach you guys a lesson. I'm gonna send you guys to a journey to the past, okay? And gather all the broken pieces. So maybe you guys will learn to appreciate the Cantonese culture a little more.
Madison, this woman's crazy. Let's go before her craziness rubs off on us.
Whoa! Look over there!
Whoa, what's that? Why are those people dressed like Chinese drama actors?
Well, this is your first destination. This is ancient China. And these Hanfu is one of the most iconic historical fashions of China. Come with me. Okay, I'll show you guys more ancient Chinese traditions in the form of dance. Let's welcome Dance Revelation.
Wow, that was amazing. I wish I could be as graceful as them. Wait, where are we now?
Well, this is the China after the fall of the Qing dynasty. This is when Chinese fashion started to take some outside influences, resulting in Tangzhuang from the west and Cheongsam from the Manchuria.
Honestly, I'd love an outfit like that. Do you think they'd let me borrow their clothes?
I've seen these kinds of clothes before. They wear them in kung fu movies like Ip Man and Grandmaster.
Yeah, those movies, they take inspirations from this era.
Kung fu movies? Like Praying Mantis or Crane? You know, Bruce Lee moves? Kicking it like Jackie Chan?
Well, I think you should leave the stunts to the professionals. Let's welcome Wesley Wushu.
Anyone else get flashbacks to their childhood martial arts classes?
Yeah, the welfare was like a million times better. And plus, I bet their moms didn't force them to do it.
You know, we're pretty fortunate to be able to go to so many classes. There are a lot of students in rural southern China that can't afford textbooks, much less extracurricular classes.
But that's why the Peach Foundation was created. They're just one of so many foundations in China that raise funds to help students. That's why Club Cantonese has decided to donate all the proceeds from the Egg Puff Waffle fundraiser, as well as tonight's raffle, to the Peach Foundation. So these children can go to a university and receive a higher education.
But we're just messengers. Why don't we hear it straight from a representative?
Let's give it up for Taylor.
Thank you. Like I said, my name is Taylor. I'm here from Wayland High School, and I'm here to represent the Peach Foundation. This past summer, at the end of July, I traveled 6 hours across the globe to a city called Huize. Now, I'm sure not many of you have heard it, but it is located in southwest China, right in Yunnan province. In a blown up picture here, Huize is 3 hours outside of Kunming along the border of Guizhou. My grandfather, he has worked with Peach for many years consecutively, and he actually recommended that my siblings and I go to the Peach Foundation. All I really knew what to expect from this trip. Honestly, expecting dirt roads and small houses made out of straw, I guess. But Huize is actually a really developed city, and it has grown drastically over the past couple of years. What's even nicer is the high school that Peach Camp this year was held at. And this is when you can see that the school is huge and the classrooms are really nice. So this is when I told myself, well, these kids may be poor, but they live in a pretty well-developed city and they go to a really nice school. But it wasn't until the second day when we visited the homes of these kids. And if you go on the next slide, this is one of the homes that we visited, and I realized these kids don't live in the city. These kids don't go into school. These kids live 4 hours outside of the city. And the family that occupies this home, they farm potatoes, which is the least expensive crop. And because of this, they pressure their kids into dropping out of school. They represent the overwhelming majority of individual sustenance farmers, meaning that they farm the bare minimum for family survival. And because of their social status, they believe that they need their kids helping them on their farms, or they will suffer as a consequence. And they're just stuck in this cycle of poverty where kids drop out of school, they work on the farm, and when they have kids of their own, they only know how to farm. So they pressure their kids to drop out of school, and it repeats itself over and over again. On the contrary, I'm very fortunate to have grown up in Wayland, which is 2 towns over, where my family, teachers, friends, I am pressured to stay in school, to do well. While here, if you take your kid out of school, all of his or her peers, they think it's common. They say, oh yeah, I did that to my kid, or I dropped out of school, it's okay. And this is when I realized Peach, they raise money to pay for high school tuition for hundreds of kids every year, but their job is also to convince parents to have their kid to stay in school, to graduate high school, and to graduate college. I had another epiphany at one of the home visits where I realized that every kid, they grow up in such dangerous environments. Since they live 4 hours outside of a city, which the city is in the middle of nowhere basically, they are geographically isolated to law enforcement, to protection. And so I met this family where their family story goes a little like this. There's a family of 6, 4 children, mom and a dad. The wife kills her husband. Her brother-in-law, the husband's brother, kills her. The brother-in-law is imprisoned for life. And now the father of the 2 brothers, he takes custody of the 7 or 8 grandchildren who are left alone. And this is really just one of many untold stories, and it really hurts for me to hear. And it kind of shows how bad it can get out there and what these kids are living through. This is their childhood. But despite these struggles, I don't know how, but all 11 of my students managed to smile and laugh throughout the whole week. My job was to teach English to these kids, not to sit down one-on-one and talk about their struggles. Now at the time, honestly, I did want to sit down with them and see what they're going through. I really did. But looking back, I'm so glad that that wasn't my job, because honestly, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I ate lunches with my kids, and it wasn't until one lunch when I learned that my student, Wally, he had no idea of the age of his younger brother. He had no clue. And that was really hard for me to hear. It hurt me a lot too. And to say that's a simple statement compared to my mom killed my dad, I'm speechless. I'm honestly speechless, and I don't know how to respond to that. I built such an admiration for these kids. I care for these kids, I still do, because of their desire to get an education, their desire to learn, to get out of this hellhole, rather than caring out of pity. And this is my first year doing this program. Also, my Chinese is not very good, but Peach opened my eyes to so many things that I was blind from before. I'm thinking constantly about my students, praying for them every night, and it makes me so happy and so grateful that these donations are going to these kids to give them the opportunity that they never had. And I just want to thank you all, so thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, Taylor, for sharing that story. Everyone, please support the Peach Foundation tonight by purchasing some raffle tickets during intermission. They will be $2 for 1 or $5 for 3.
I prepared some super cool prizes too, including a JBL flip speaker, a heated dumpling pillow, a reusable bamboo cutlery set, and some adorable felt bows made by Club Candle alum Emily Choi.
This year's intermission will be hosted by 3 freshmen, Alicia, Annie, and Sophia. The rest of the e-board will be serving egg tarts and mantou, which is a steamed bun dipped in condensed milk. Now give the freshmen a round of applause.
Hi everybody, my name is Annie.
I'm Alicia.
I'm Sophia.
E-board of Canto, basically. So during this intermission, we're gonna play a little game, and there's gonna be prizes at the end, which are really cool. So we'll need 12 volunteers.
Just come up if you want to play. going to get 1 point, and at the end, whoever has the most points is gonna win. So, are you guys ready? Go. Okay, so this one you have to pair up. So, yeah, pair up with your group. Yeah. And each group will get a point. Okay, we're getting there. We have a winner. These two teams. Okay. Don't worry, you guys tried. You guys TSAs represent. We're TSA, just so everyone knows. Oh. All right. Next one. Okay, split up now. Winner? Yes, okay. Good job. Okay. You guys have 2 points. Okay, next. Right? Okay. Okay, who did it first? I have no idea. I'm gonna say it. They get 1 point. Okay. Next. Wait, you guys are moving. Next. Okay, next pose. We have a winner.
I don't want it.
It gets worse, don't worry. I made this. Next. Next slide. Next yeah. Oh my gosh! Stand up, you stand up. You have to recreate it. Yeah, she got it. Okay, you guys get another point. Good job. Okay, next slide. Oh, this is the last one. It's between these 3 teams right here. Whoever gets it, whoever. Wow! We have a winner right here. Really? I got it first. Okay. Good? Okay, really good? They got it first. Who got it first? Huh? Okay, so we have a winner. We have a yeah! Good job, guys. Thank you, guys. You guys can say the prizes. We'll just bring it to you. We'll just bring you the prizes. Good job. Very proud. It was rigged. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, guys, intermission is over. Let's go back to your seats. All right, now that we just take a break from our journey, it's time to hit the road again.
Where are we off to next?
Why don't we check out the 60s? You know, retro fashion is all the rage right now.
Queen.
Skinny jeans and Arrow polo shirts are so middle school. I've been so excited for this fashion change.
Right, like you can afford the current fashion. You know, I just don't understand why you pay so much to have your jeans ripped.
Wow, you sound exactly like my mom. It's fashion. You don't have to understand.
What do you know? It just looks trashy.
Well, Sarah Chan from Berklee College of Music could pull it off. She's got the voice of an angel and just as divine a style. Please welcome Sarah, accompanied by Michael on piano.
How's everyone doing? Great. I'm gonna sing you guys a Cantonese song. Hope you enjoy. 請不要灰心，你也會有人妒忌。你仰望到太高，貶低的只有自己。別當失太早，旅遊有太多勝地。你記住你發膚，會與你慶祝轉氣。啦啦啦，慰藉自己，在心的東西要專心記起。啦啦啦，愛護自己，是地上尋到的真理。寫這高貴情書，用自言自語像我的天書，自己都不愛，怎麼相愛？怎麼可給愛人好處？這戰簡中情書，在夜闌夜處，如門前大樹，沒有他依靠，歸家也不必偏愛。請不要哀傷，你也會有人妒忌。你要別人憐愛，專心冇好聯繫。別當生太早，旅遊有太多勝地。你記住你發膚，會與你慶祝轉氣。啦啦啦，慰藉自己，開心的東西要專心記起。啦啦啦，愛護自己，是地上尋到的真理。寫這高貴情書，用自言自語來瞞住大雨，自己都不愛，怎麼相愛？怎麼可給愛人好處？這戰簡中情書，在夜闌絕處，如門前大樹。
my dreams.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that, but there is no time to rest. Next destination, we have the 80s. Woo! The 80s?
The 50s, I think you mean.
Oh, the 50s. The 50s! Well, this is the era of triads and gangsters. The criminal organizations really took advantage after World War II and rose to the power.
Oh, the triad? Like the Chinese mafia?
Exactly.
It must have been so dangerous back then. I would never even leave my house if I lived at that time.
Yeah, it may have been dangerous, but you know who's not afraid of this danger? The XL girls. Next up, we'll have the XL girls. Let's welcome.
What's up, danger? Hey, didn't know they doubted us. Makes it that more marvelous. Sign them up as ominous, vibes and I guess anonymous. What's up, danger? Hey, don't be a stranger. Cause I like high chances that I might lose. I like it all on the edge, just like you. Hey, I like tall buildings so I can leap off of them. I go hard with it no matter how dark it is. I'm gonna say, but on my toes, I can keep the wild balanced on my nose. I had a slumber party with all my foes. Now I wear them like a badge on all my clothes. If I'm crazy, I'm on
let's just move on. Well, now we're gonna have the real 80s. We have puffy jackets, padded shoulders, and fur coats. And they can still be seen in the modern days.
I didn't realize Cantonese culture was so complex. It's a blend of Chinese culture and Western influences, but it also has a distinctive identity of its own.
And look, we have all the pieces of a porcelain plate. Now we can put it together.
Well, not bad. You two have traveled through and completed all my tasks. Now I present you the porcelain plate. This is the symbol of Cantonese culture. Guard it well and remember the lessons you learned today.
Yes, I've been enlightened by this journey to the past. My mind has been free of all worldly desires.
Wait, does that mean that I can have your after-show dinner?
No, I still want that. But before we leave, we've got one last performance. Please welcome Eddie, Leo, and Club Canto's very own Tony, who will be performing a Chinese rap song, We the Gang.
Ready? Yo, let's get it! Let's go! Hello, I close my man, chill mo. Stop eating, give me money to spend demo. Hey, to toe. Never be as low as Timo. You will watch, never play, let it come. Hey, but you give me skull, like you really gonna buy a cup. Woman to me, there's no bad influence. Tell me about the number close as investment. Every day, when's house? Best. Wonder if you guys are retarded, salesmen. Hey, that's the kind of the cheap. Cross some cheers, see the don't come low. Ain't jumping every day, just don't wanna be the high beast. But you guys keep believing when they get a triple beat. Hold up, everybody wanna real rich kid. Oh my, can, fear, can. That who the Greek one, yeah, 照齐. Hey, anyone missing? They gotta be rich, never who can flirty Katie. Hold up, never heard of Eddie. Know you with Wu Zhao Xi? Alright, bro, don't break up, son. Shut up. Too young, too hate. 是我的 crew 在把这地方点上战火，在偷偷享受成果最终开始，我们在胜利房间里面遥望，就会把时间追逐全都看破。如果以为我对你的好心全是廉价，我非会破这游戏水准太后原地，都全对手，统统一个垃圾大炮带走甩下我们在下一局。Microphone chicken back again. I'm a G, come on now, I'll still be the same man. Telephone ring, hear my name. Act like close back, did you even check my price tag? 听我的故事，不是不会像以前那样固执，找不到路子，通往我的住址。刚到都市，我的马子发现在路边已经猝死。写不出的歌词在拼命乱走，就是门面在你命运往里面走。新歌发售，新歌对 low low， 我的上班回到出口马上就要开秀。不是现在走。一不是对手，一不是队友，还有怎么追求快点放手？教你基本的 flow， 只是在路口，我有立刻和小出手。而家用翻 Canto tension， 我愛聽我呢度，你對我到成印度到我間鋪，我啲客運亂咁穿插，好似專家俾我吊打嚟瀟灑俾我 Lisa，cash out Lisa， 這個 Range Rover speed up， 係咪全力打？我的心。是我的 crew 在把這地方點上戰火，在偷偷享受成果最終開始，我們在勝利房間裡面遙望，就會把時間追逐全都看破。So the sun rising like yo, let's get it. The moonlight shine like yo, let's get it. Break on my bed like yo, let's get it. No way around it like yo, let's get it. Wanted to get it, bro. I only on that, so straight out of Canto, West of the US, go. So I found love, I found love. I thought I found love, but I found love. Yo, shout out to Tony Shi and the Canto Club. Shout out to everybody. Everybody up here in the lyrics. None of us are professional rappers. Thank you. None of us are professional rappers, but we're Club Canto call in. It's my duty to be up here. 一個潮鞋去朝拜，唔啱戴佢照戴，唔啱 size 佢照買，買人晒正招牌，其實都幾欣賞你哋嗰份堅持。I don't like fake easy for a pair of easy， 着住以前 Kanye West 邊個都唔知，不好意思，你們有沒有 super me？ 如果人冇我有呢啲叫做中意，好諷刺你只不過係個潮流公廁
Hi guys, I'm Jessica and I'm Allison. So we just want to thank everyone for coming to this Yumcha 2019, and we want to introduce our amazing e-board. So starting over here, we have Tony, who's our co-treasurer. And then we have Novia, who's our outreach chair. Next we have Chloe, who's our co-event coordinator. And then we have Michael, who's our DMC. Next we have Audrey, our culture show chair. We have Alicia, who's also our DMC. We have Izzy, our other culture show chair. We have Noah, who's our social media chair. We have Ivy, who's our other event coordinator. We have Steven, who's our senior advisor. Oh, we have Yolanda, who's our logistics chair. We have Jessica, who's our EC event coordinator. Who's our event coordinator. We have Sophia, our freshman rep. And we have Vivian, who's our VP. We have Alan, who's our other co-treasurer. We have Annie, who's our culture show chair. We have Yi-Yoon, who's our other logistics chair. We have Michael, who's our secretary. And lastly, we have Annie, who's our other freshman rep. So we would also like to take this time to play a quick little senior video to thank our seniors. The projector, please, thank you.
you're supposed to do, oh yeah.
Yeah, we would really like to thank all the seniors for all of their hard work and dedication to the club. So we would also like to thank our culture show chairs who have worked really hard to put on this wonderful show for all of you guys. They did it from all those summer Skype meetings, those late night meetings, staying here until like 2 or 3 a.m. I really hope you guys can see that this is a really amazing show. And thank you all so much for your hard work. Okay, hi! So, as well as just thanking all the seniors and all of our e-board, we want to thank 3 special people who really made it all possible. We're gonna thank Michael Long, who made our e-board video. For our dance, I know you all loved our dance. We're also gonna thank Novia and then we're also gonna thank Miss SPS over there, Kate, for helping us perform. Great. So, last but not least, our headliners, they're the Kinjas. Their names are Ben, Charlie, and Darren, and they're gonna be performing for us. Please welcome them on the stage. Thank you guys.
kilowatt bullshit. I'm kind of confessing to the preacher in the pulpit. Test me. I pray every day that the Lord bless me. Come test me. Please test my patience.
toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like pop. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in. Yeah, coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow, just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam, I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron while I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog, just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect him. I made the call up, but just like I'm repping. I know we left, yeah, now we back together, but I guess that is better now. Later than never, like, what's happening? I'ma need y'all to quit asking when. Me and my wife gonna have some kids. Right now we just practicing. Practicing. Teacher said quit rapping, man. That gonna hurt my average. I said thank God I ain't average. Yeah, I'm a bright young man. Kill the GPA and the BPM. Look, we on. So say what you say, cause that's A with Lecrae. From the A train to the A. I'm coming in.
Thank you to the Kinjas. In addition, you see all these beautiful decorations and everything. We would really love to thank the ICC, conferences and events, Ms. Lopez, Tara, BPA, and like the custodial staff and allocations board, because I knew we were very much talking their ear off, and this wouldn't have been possible without every one of them, and including CES with the beautiful lighting and the sounds. And we're gonna announce the raffle prizes. Thank you.
Alright, so before the Kinjas have a Q&A, we're gonna pick out the raffle winners. So first, the first person who we pick will be winning one of the felt vowels made by Club Canto alum Emily Choi.
8195942. Oh, 8195942. Anybody? It's really bright.
Actually, if you win, you can go ahead and go to the table in the back over there.
In the back.
Alright, so next, we have a second felt vowel. Who wins?
Okay. We have 8195994. Anyone? 8195994.
Okay, it's really fair. We really just picked it up from this bag.
Okay, this is the last felt vowel. Let's see who wins it this time.
8195971.
It's okay, we still have more prizes. Okay, next we have a reusable bamboo cutlery set.
Eight 1958886.
Oh!
Next is the heated dumpling pillow.
Okay. 8196043.
we have the JBL flip speaker?
JBL.
8196027.
They really bought a lot. That's it. Sorry. One more. Okay.
Thank you.
8195978.
You guys again?
They really bought a lot of tickets. You can see
Look at that.
long line.
For my next trick, I'll call them again. 8196071.
Okay, congratulations, everyone. Thank you for supporting the CNB Foundation.
Hi, could we have the house lights on, please? Okay, anyways, so I have these 3 chairs set up for our wonderful headliners, Kingas. They're gonna do a Q&A, so start formulating these questions quick, and we're just gonna have them here to answer any of your questions. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. Oh.
Hi, everybody. Hello. How's everybody doing?
You guys have fun?
Cool. Nice. I love the energy.
I just got a question.
Yeah, how does this work? We're supposed to be doing a Q&A right now. If you don't know what a Q&A is, it's a question and answer. So you provide the questions, and hopefully we will have answers.
I'm not. Oh, there you go. One in the back.
Yes, I saw a hand. There it is. Who is your favorite dancer? Charlie.
Charlie Chaplin.
That's great.
I don't know if you guys know this guy, but he's like originally a b-boy. His name is B-Boy Cloud. Look him up.
I will have to say, all around dancer slash entertainer is a dancer named Salah. Look him up. He's amazing. Yes. When are we competing again?
Whenever the stakes are high enough.
Yeah. I don't know. We've only competed twice in our lives as Kinjas, and that was on MTV's ABDC Season 8, and then World of Dance Season 1. An opportunity of that caliber hasn't presented itself to us again, so if it does, maybe we'll take it. Anyone else? Right there.
I teach at the dojo.
I teach a lot of privates because the dojo is like an hour away from me.
And yes, I teach at the dojo.
I think teaching dance is more of like a freer place, and you get to really connect with people and help them, you know, in whatever way you can, you know, break down mental barriers and like watching them figure out their bodies. I think that's really cool. And then when you're performing on stage, I think that is a time where you get to be a character and you get to entertain, you know?
Yeah, I think for me it's like seeing how like relatable dance is to life in students. And most of my students, like, they're beginners, right? So you get to see them almost like shy and closed off, but then the moment you give them something, whether it could be anything, it just happens to be dance for us, like you see this spark of like confidence come through them, and I feel like that's the most important thing with people, just so you can like take it through life and not be like, oh, I can dance, I'm showing off. It's more about, can you apply it to other parts of your life? So that's why I enjoy teaching, at least.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of that. I think one thing that I enjoy about teaching dance is that as you learn dance, you're learning a whole bunch of other things while learning moves. So it's not just like you're learning moves, you're learning mentality, you're learning how to compose yourself, you're learning how to build confidence for yourself. So I think I like seeing people come in and especially people that are kind of regulars at the studio, and then you get to kind of see their growth process. And obviously they're gonna improve physically, movement-wise, but then I see them being more confident to like volunteer to go out and do groups and stuff like that. So I see dance, like kind of like what Darren was saying, it's kind of a universal language in that I don't know of anyone that doesn't enjoy dance, whether that's doing it or at least just appreciating watching it. So I think with that, being able to see people unlock different areas of their mind and their body and their overall persona, and then seeing them like take that with them as they leave the studio and seeing that growth process, that's something that I really enjoy. Yes, sir. Girls.
Yeah, that's real. It was a girl. Didn't get her. Got a different one though.
Oh. Well, besides girls, though that's true. I don't know, I think for me personally it was more of enjoying watching it. I was a fan of watching dance and watching music videos, and then kind of summoning up the courage myself to try it, and then just enjoying it. I just had fun doing it, and it was something that I just kept doing because it was so fun, and then I started progressing, and then different opportunities and different places that we can perform, and all these things just kept piling on, and then fast forward to where we are today. So it was a passion thing and a fun thing, and girls.
I think it also ultimately turned into like an outlet to express myself, things that I don't want to say, you know, or things that I feel. So that's what it turned into. But your question was what inspired it. I'll leave it at that.
Yes. How we got our own style. So personally, okay, so for me, my story is that when I learned dance, I didn't learn it in a studio, and I didn't learn it from lessons. Like, I didn't have a teacher, and I watched it from, or I learned it from watching everything from performances to videos. And so I didn't learn foundation first. I just took what I saw, and then I practiced what I thought it was, and it ended up being something that was not quite foundational. So in essence, I was doing things kind of wrong, but then, you know, I just kind of figured out how to make it, I guess, look good. So then I think by continuing to build my own sort of movement repertoire, it became my own style. And so people were like, oh, you have like an interesting way of popping. You know, I thought what I was doing was popping, but turns out it wasn't. I mean, but you know, there was the the influence of popping with isolation and hits and waves and animation and all that stuff was stuff that I saw, and I did my interpretation of those things. And then so later on, as I started to feel like maybe I should go backwards and get some foundation in me, that only helped kind of make my quote unquote style more effective. So it was kind of by luck and just kind of exploration by myself, and then once I started to kind of fine tune that going backwards, I kind of like made it adjusted better by learning more foundation. So that's
Yeah, for me, I started as a b-boy, so I was like in the battle scene. So that was very like, do this, you have to do this to win the battle. But then like once I came to like with these guys, it was more like being surrounded by other styles. So that kind of was like, oh, I like how you do that. And then I'm gonna try to like change it to the way I do it as a b-boy. So that's kind of like how my style came about. But honestly, it's just being around guys like this to make the dream come true. Nice.
Well, I started out as a battle popper, and I was taught very foundational, like robots and stuff like that. And I would always get critiqued for a long time. This is like before Kinjaz. And I think that sparked like a need for me to do a style where I had no limitations, and I wanted to just do whatever I wanted. And yeah, so I call it ISO, where it's foundations in popping, but it's in choreography, and which I think it changes a lot of things. And my style in particular, I dance without my glasses on, so right now I can't really see you guys. So like when I do performances like this, I really rely on what I'm feeling, And yeah, so I'm really driven to music that I can connect with in some sort of way, where I can tell a story and make you feel something. But I can't see what your face says, but that's kind of my style.
Good question. You're welcome.
Yes. I think it's it's audiences like this that ask us to come out and want us to showcase like our individual styles, or places that fly us out so that we can teach. I think it's really more to inspire more people. I do feel that the style of choreography that we do is still underwhelmed, and it's not like it's that big yet. I think it'll get there one day. But I think, yeah, I think it's the future is so unpredictable. Every year comes with so many different things. Like World of Dance, we didn't know about World of Dance till like maybe 3 months before. So we're like, all right, there it is. So a lot of the stuff that we do are planned, yes. But what excites me the most about the future for us is that there are things that always keep coming in. And that inspires me to always push myself even further, because I don't think I can call myself a master at what I do. I think I'm an artist where I just like to continue to explore. I think I'm disciplined because I like to do this choreography and not mess up. And I'm an entertainer. And that, I think those things are more concrete within me, and I want to chisel those to more of a perfection, rather than thinking like we're up so high on this mountain, when in reality we're not that high. We're just normal people that wear masks and dance. Just a bunch of Asian guys.
Yeah, I think for me it's like, in the end, we're not gonna be able to do this all the time, right? So it's what can you keep pushing for that you can leave for like generations behind you? Because like, I don't know, I'm getting old. So like, my hope is like Kinjaz will still be alive and I can be in the crowd like, oh, look at this girl, that's so cool. You know what I mean? So that's, that's what pushes me. And then also like, doing stuff like this, it's not every day you get to travel with like your homies and like meet new people, meet like amazing people doing amazing like things like this, like that to me is like what makes it so fun. Versus like, oh, I have to dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's definitely bigger than us here on this stage and even Kinjas as a whole. We want to build opportunities for this culture and what we've kind of helped pioneer. Not to say that we are the pioneers, but we are definitely, we recognize the platform that we have, and so we feel the responsibility to build it well for the future generations and the people that look up to what we do, or are inspired by what we do and want to do what we do. So what pushes me to keep going is to build a foundation for that door to be swung wide open for everyone to walk through. And on top of that, it's just fun. I mean, we started it because it was fun, and to this day, you know, we were just even talking about it in our dressing room, like, dang guys, can you believe like we get paid to do this? This is fun, you know what I mean? And like, it's a blessing to be able to do that. So I think pairing the enjoyment that we get out of it and also understanding that there's a bigger future, I think that's what keeps me going.
Also a very good question.
Yes, really good questions, you guys.
In the back, I see waving.
Yes.
Was there a point in life or a moment in life that you realized you wanted to dance as professional dancers?
Yes. I think it was, well, my story is strap on, kids. Well, strap in. Anyways.
I apologize for him.
You know, I said that same thing in another place too.
It's college, right?
Mind is a crazy thing. So I went out of high school. When I was in high school, I wasn't really interested in going to like a university or anything. I was still a very lost kid. Didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I liked teaching. So I joined a bunch of teams, and then I went on a TV show like maybe 4 years later. I kind of sucked still, but we ended up winning, and the whole show, which is crazy. And then that was the point where I was like, all right, I'm gonna dance professionally.
Yeah, I think for me, not as crazy as that story. I think it was just honestly when like Kinjas first competed on ABDC, and then it was more like, oh shoot, like it's cool to like just work really hard to put something together in like such short notice, and then later be able to like travel with it. You know, like to me that was like mind-boggling. So I think that was the moment.
Mind boggles.
For me, it was also after I graduated college. I was dancing through college, and then I was dancing still after I graduated. And I was working in the field that I had went to school for, but I wasn't enjoying it, and all I could think about was dancing. So I had a conversation with a friend of mine who was actually one of the Kinjas. He was dancing professionally already in the commercial industry, dancing for artists and all that stuff. And I was chatting with him online, and I asked him, you know, like, hey, do you think I can do that? And he's like, yeah, you just gotta go for it. And I was just like, but I don't know, because I have this job right now. And he's just like, is that something that you can come back to later on in life? And I was like, actually, yeah. And he's like, well, dance is probably something that you'd want to figure out or pursue now, at least give it a shot now while you're young. That's a great point. So I ended up quitting my job at, I was working at MTV just doing production work and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna quit. And then that was like 2006. And then I just kind of went fully into that world of getting an agent and auditioning and teaching. And then a year later, I joined Jabberwockies in 2007. And then in 2008, we did a TV show like Charlie, and we won. Just kept going. So yeah, that's it.
So lucky.
So
are we done? That's it? No? Oh, when and how. I'll explain a little bit about the how, and then I'll let you guys take the rest. Well, it started in 2010. I'm talking about when I'm sorry. But by two of our guys, Mike Song and Anthony Lee. And I think we were all in dance teams, like collegiate dance teams before that would compete against each other at a bunch of shows in Cali. And we'd always like see each other and we were like, oh, I'm gonna get you this time, this and that. Yeah, we just all became friends, really good friends. We respected each other a lot. And yeah, I think this whole crew is more so like about just people that are really good people, really good teachers, and also they're just amazing at dance. So that's like my portion. If you can please continue, Darren, Ben.
That was the win, right? 2010.
That was something.
That was everything. Yeah, Mike Song and Anthony Lee are the founders. They pulled a bunch of friends together. They just did it as a fun project. And then in 2014, actually, oh yeah, this is a very important piece of the story. 2014 was when they had both decided that they wanted to stop pursuing their individual, like, dance careers. Everybody, both Mike and Anthony were traveling and teaching and doing a bunch of YouTube videos and all that, and they were doing really well. But in 2014, they decided that one, it wasn't very fun traveling and doing everything by themselves, and two, they were like, it'd be much funner doing with our friends. Funner, is that a word? More fun.
It is fun. Nerd.
More fun. Anyway, but yeah, so 2014 was when they decided, hey, let's pour all of our focus that we would be pouring into our individual careers, and let's funnel that into building Kinjas as a bigger thing. And so that was where they decided to turn it into a business, and then here we are today.
Ta-da!
Oh,
Last
yes.
one.
Yes. All the way pressure's on. Pretty good.
What's your favorite dance move?
What is my favorite dance move? What is my favorite dance move? Dance show?
Dance show.
What is my favorite dance show and move it? Oh.
Seems like everyone likes to wave in this.
Yeah, everybody likes waving.
This going on.
Yeah, there's so many moves, boys.
Yes.
I want to go first. You go first. Go first. Are we getting paid for this? I'm just joking. My favorite, okay, my current favorite dance move is, drum roll please. It's the chest pop. Yeah. All right.
Yo.
Pressure's on.
That was good.
Good.
Okay, well, my favorite dance move to do is hand hops, but I can't do that right now because I tore my back. But it's when I go upside down and I do this. Handstand.
It's like this, but upside down.
Show him, Charles. Show him, Charles.
It's like this.
Watch this.
But upside down.
Yes.
I think maybe the move that I most often do in choreography and or a freestyle probably would be
winking.
What? Winking? That's my second favorite. It would be the glide, and it's get him, Usher.
All right.
You guys, you're very kind.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I think that's it. Thank you guys. Brandeis, we love you.
Bon voyage, Boston. 谢谢你。谢谢你。
is kidding. We're doing this again. The prize is a bamboo kit. It's like spoons and everything. We're gonna do it right now.
Eight 6010.
We're gonna pick another one.
Let's do it again.
819-5841.
And as for food, everyone sitting at the tables, please remain seated. As you can see, the e-board is going to serve you. And we're going to be eating family style, so if you happen to not be at a table, you can go ahead and feel free to just join one.
Also, you can take the lanterns on the centerpiece. These are for grabs.
And also during the dinner, there will be a meet and greet with Kinjos. So thank you for coming and supporting C2B and have a great night.